mahogany that I ripped and prepped for sides probably 2 years ago, maybe a fuzz more. I don't know. It was when I was building the other 335. I don't know how ammonia, just soaking it, works on thicker material. Seemed to work just fine on the thinner material. This is a 1/16 of an inch thick. And what I'm going to do, soak all three of these pieces together for about 45 minutes. I'm going to pull a face piece out and two other pieces that look sound. Let's take a, let's go this way. I'm betting I wrapped them up this way on purpose. Okay, there's three pieces, and I put a black mark on the back, so I know that's the showpiece, but this is the face of the showpiece, so let's go with that. I'm going to put all those guys in there.
And I just had enough on the test just to cover everything. And the pan is a little longer than the boards, which this pan was originally developed to be a boiling pan. I was going to boil this because the steam box wasn't giving me enough heat. So make sure everything gets wet, and I'll come out and rotate these pieces as we go to make sure everything's getting wet. I'm going to dump a little water down. Make sure I have enough for the second batch. I got two sides. Yeah, they're floating, so there's definitely enough. So I'll just come out, flip them over in about 10 minutes. I'll do that a couple times until we get to about 40 minutes. It is close enough right now to 4:30. We'll call it 4:30. And so at 5:15, we'll probably start trying to bend these things. Okay, it's been an hour.
And I'm going to go ahead and take the mahogany out of the tray with the ammonia.
Let's see if I can tell which was my face piece there. There it is. Just that way. Okay. So as you can see now, these pieces are wider than the mold. And I'm going to make sure that I have plenty there. And we'll start with this. And that's the shortest of the clamps. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, even though
it's kind of stinky. I don't have clearer audio than that. I mentioned on the test run, but this doesn't guarantee that you're going to see the test run. So that what did I mention on the test run? Oh well. Well, maybe it was just that I'm going to take it slow. There's no reason to try to do this too fast. This is definitely a wider board than the test board, and so it's not, the test board was rolling a lot, so this isn't rolling, so that's good. Trying to keep this thing centered with the line I have here. Not sure you can see that. You can see the line right here. There's a line here as well. So I am just trying to take this kind of slow. Move my clamp centered over there. Get that centered more. Oh, I was gonna get other clamps. I forgot. Just gonna try to bend this by hand here, just slowly. I don't think I have enough travel on this clamp either without getting a little bit of a pre-bend on this thing, so you may have to readjust. I had a piece of metal, I'd put it in there, I'd trap it right in that bend to help support that. I don't think I have anything. All right, I couldn't find any tin. I thought about even some steel sticky tape, you know, metal tape, but I couldn't. So I did find a coffee can that's got some sort of a foil lined, you know, that's not any thicker than this metal I had over here. I mean, it's not any thinner than. No, the metal's thinner. All right, I'll go ahead and use this piece of metal then. Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't. So I got a piece of steel here. I forget what the gauge on it was. I used it for some other deal, obviously. All right, we're gonna just back this off of here. And then we're going to back this off of here. I'm rotating that block too. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there we go. Now this thing's pushed into the metal and it's holding that split very well. Actually just lucked out with that deal, I think. Gonna loosen this clamp now. And then, oh, it's rotating it weirdly. Hopefully it'll stay in there long enough that I can get enough extra room on it. You know, I remember this being a pain last time, but it's been so long that some of the pain went away. This definitely is not going in there right. I think it's just too big a block. It's hanging up here. It's good once it's swelled, the swelling's gone down. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to do it again. It's a different one. So it's been sitting here for a couple days, and I'm just going to, oh, that clamp wasn't even tight. I think that things have unswelled themselves here a bit, and coming out easily that were snug previously. All right. And so I mentioned previously, I'm going to make a block that will fit this horn tight. This was just designed to fit the very top of it. And the next sides I do, I'm going to actually bend them in here first. I think that went smoother. I think that trying to force that in was not the best way to do it. So let's take this one off so it doesn't fall off. Now there's going to be some spring back. I'm not sure how much. Theoretically, once this is bent with the ammonia, it should have retained its shape to some degree. I don't know how bad it's going to be or how good it's going to be. We'll see. I'm going to reset the camera up here in a minute and just show you that I will put it in the mold while it's continuing to settle or dry, whatever term you want to use. I'm not going to glue it right yet because I want to make sure that the ammonia has had a chance to dissipate. I do have a bit of a break right there, but like I said, I don't think that's going to be an issue once I glue it up, and especially once I make a mold. That we'll push that in. Maybe I should have done that first. Oh well. Yeah, I can always pop it back in here. So I'm going to take the camera around to the other side of the bench, or I could redirect it across all the debris. Alright, well, the camera went ahead and died, so I just went ahead and moved it over here. I got another battery in it. So I'm going to just poke this here into the mold to kind of hold things in place while I'm working on other stuff, and I don't want this to, what's the word I'm looking for? Move. I don't want it to straighten out more than it is right now. I don't know that it would, but I'm just going to put it in the mold so it kind of stays where it's supposed to be. This is the end of the guitar right here, this square edge, where the neck bolts on, or not bolts on, but sets. So anything past this is actually excess. So I'm just going to go up in here, I'm going to trim this right there. I'm going to take this over to that vise and trim it. Actually, I'm going to just run it through my bandsaw real quick. So let's go up in there. It goes up in there, and this just squeezes in here. Now all I got to do is I was going to say all I got to do is figure out how I held that in place, but I had a pretty good guess. I'm not going to pull it in 100% because I actually want there to be some air in between. I did say it was Tuesday night, right? It's not Monday night. So it feels like Monday night. Nothing seems to be going right. All right, so I left a little air in there. Once I glue these things, it's not going to make any difference, really. All right, so I'm gonna leave that. All right, now we're gonna move on to what I was planning on getting done this evening. A couple things I gotta do this evening. You'll have to watch all the videos to find out what else I'm working on tonight.